Yeah.
The Lego can be funny. It's a good place to start, but it cannot cover everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we also live in a capitalist society.
Yeah.
Society, profit maximization is celebrated and everything. So as a Christian, how do you actually, for me, that's like an interesting thing. How do you make maximum profit, but within the Christian?
Yes.
How are you fair in your charges, but still make enough?
Yes.
But you will know if money is your god.
Okay.
Now that's not to say that people should not make profit.
Yeah.
We all work for profit.
Yeah.
I work for, and I tell you what, I would want to have as much as I can.
Yeah.
But not at the expense of what Christ has asked me to do.
Yeah.
I think there are certain things you just cannot attain as a Christian based on your work.
Okay.
Because of the world we live in. So for me, I'll say this, and maybe some people will be like, that's just mindset of poverty.
Yeah.
But I do not think a Christian can be Elon Musk.
Yes.
Because you have to pay people unfairly to amass money. Okay, pay as little as possible and make as much as possible. You must do deals that help you get money, which means you're at the center of your life. God is not at the center of your life. You have to, do some shady things here and there. And I'm not even saying illegal per se. I'm not saying he has done illegal things.
Yes.
I'm just saying there's a certain kind of selfishness you must have for a certain amount of money. And once you've had that money, where is God's place in your heart? It's a very tricky place. And I think that's why Jesus says it's hard for a rich man to enter heaven.
So you're saying that there's a limit to how rich
in the current world,
be.
In terms of the physical wealth and physical assets that you work for, no inheritance, no talent, just one, because, you could be a great footballer and make a lot of money. But,
Nicholas, you're saying something very, very controversial here.
Yeah, I am.
You're saying that there are certain amounts of cash that you can only amass if you are a certain type of way.
Yeah, you have to be aggressive, you have to be selfish. Those are the qualities of such people.
Aggressive is not a bad thing, but
heavily
selfish.
Aggressive. Yeah, I mean, how now if you're a generous person and you get, let's say, just 5 million shillings, what do you do with it? If you worked with me, and I came and told you, I can work for 50K, but the gig gave you 5 ma.
Yeah.
How much you pay me?
But that's a thing of discretion.
Yeah, but how much would you pay me?
The Bible does say that a workman is worthy of their wages.
Yeah.
If there is a standard wage, say for a mason here is 25,000, why should you feel the need to pay 75K just because?
Wouldn't it be a nice thing if I was generous to the people I work with?
No, it is, but it doesn't mean running yourself broke.
No, I'm not saying running yourself broke. I'm not. Like that's why the starting point was. I'm not by any measure saying that you should give everything you have.
Yeah.
But there is a certain level. There are certain requirements for you as a Christian that you must afford. You must everything you get. You must have an appreciation that comes from God.
Yes.
And there are tendencies. There are qualities of these people. I'm not saying by nature they are evil people, but there are qualities you require. That in this Uganda, for example, let's just give an example. If I'm going to be a billionaire, in this country, how am I going to get about the law and all these different corruption scandals and the gigs? How do I get the jobs? There are those things. Now, if we lived in an idealistic world, that would be possible, but that doesn't happen. You're going to have to talk to someone.